Good morning, everyone. Today we are here to discuss on a topic how can Indian knowledge system contribute to new education policy 2020 goals. So let's start with introduction. My name is Anup and start introduction of my friends.
I am Ravi Shankar.
I'm Priya.
I am Yash.
I am Himesh.
I am Prateek.
I am Arpit.
I am Kashish.
I am Rajni.
So welcome everyone. Let's start with the brief introduction of our IKS Indian knowledge system and a brief introduction of new education policy. Indian knowledge system refers to the old tradition and practice of knowledge which are developed over centuries in India, which includes yoga, Ayurveda, Vedanta, and in the mathematical fields, the concept of zero, and the art in field of art and culture, traditional musics, traditional dance. And if I talk about our new education policy, basically it is introduced in 2020 by the government of India. It reforms our education policy and it replaces our previous education policy which was introduced in 1986. And the main goal of our new education policy is to be provide a multidisciplinary and affordability, and it also promotes our culture. And so it is all about our new education policy. And before going ahead, we want to discuss our Indian knowledge system, what it actually includes.
So our Indian knowledge system refer to the various parts of the knowledge, practices and philosophies that are evolved in the many thousands of years before. These systems encompass diverse disciplines like yoga, meditation, philosophy and many more. Our Indian knowledge system consists of philosophy and ethics. So in Indian education system, ancient Indian philosophies like Vedas, Buddhism, Japanese, which are also included in our philosophies, provide insight into self-realization and universal values.
Yes, Ravi, you are right. In fact, in the field of science and mathematics, contributions like Aryabhat, advancements in astronomy, the concept of zero and Vedic mathematics highlight India's rich mathematical and scientific heritage.
I completely agree in the field of medicine and wellness. Ayurveda, yoga, and siddhas offer holistic approaches to health, wellness, integrating physical, mental, and spiritual well-beings.
Absolutely, 2 points raised by friends, but I think they forget about arts and literature. Classical dance forms, music, and literary works like Vedas and the Tamil Sangam's literary preserves India's cultural richness.
In my view, our Indian knowledge system also focuses on sustainability and ecology. Traditional knowledge in agricultural, water conservation, and architecture emphasizes harmony with nature and sustainable living.
My friends expressed all the points which are valid. One more point I would like to add is languages and linguistics. Ancient languages like Sanskrit and Prakritic serve as foundational tools for understanding India's intellectual traditionals and classical texts.
Excellent points are raised by my friends, and all the points are very valid. And now we will shift our focus. What are the goals of our new education policy? Let's discuss about this. I want to raise some points which are the goals of our new education policy, like promoting Indian culture, critical thinking, and promoting globalization, promoting equality and inclusion, promoting affordability and holistic approach. Now, the main question arises, how do the Indian knowledge system can contribute to our new education policy? What's your opinion on this?
In promoting holistic development, IKS integrates physical, mental, and spiritual dimensions, aligning with NEP 2020 goal of holistic education. For example, incorporating yoga into school curriculums fosters physical health and emotional balance.
I agree with you, Rajni. In encouraging multidisciplinary learning, the NEP 2020 advocates breaking silos between disciplines. Indian knowledge system, with its interconnected fields like Ayurveda combining with biology, chemistry, and philosophy, can serve as a model for multidisciplinary education.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I would like to add about foresting, critical thinking, and creativity also. The NEP encourages the students to think critically after rather than memorize information. Ancient Indian philosophy, like Naya system, promotes logical and reasoning. If these philosophical frameworks are introduced in the schools, students can develop their critical thinkings, analytical skills, and many more, which are very critical and useful in nowadays modern world.
You are right, Yash. I think IKS can contribute to cultural pride and identity.
Yes, absolutely. For instance, the new education policy focus on the integrating local language into the education system. Indian knowledge system, which include the texts that are written in the Sanskrit, in the Tamil, and other many more local languages, can be a treasure trove for the content for the schools. A student will learn a lot about their heritage, about their old culture, and many more things. Teaching student in their mother tongue and linking the curriculum to the traditional knowledge will not only preserve our heritage but also make learning easier and more relatable for the students.
Definitely, but I want to add about sustainability and environmental awareness. Traditional Indian practices such as organic farming and water management systems like step wells and I align with NEP's focus on sustainable development and environmental responsibility.
Valid points. I would like to add to that. Indian knowledge system emphasize living in harmony with nature. Practices like organic farming, rainwater harvesting, and traditional medicines are sustainably eco-friendly. For example, the concept of ahimsa and non-violence isn't just about avoiding conflicts but also about protecting the environment. This could be guiding principle for environmental education under Nepal.
Completely agree with you. I would like to add on about inclusivity and equity. India knowledge system includes oral traditions, folk knowledge, and regional practices, which can make education more inclusive by representing diverse communities and their contributions.
That's a great point, but let's not forget the emphasis NEP places on skill development and vocational training. Indian knowledge system have so much to offer here too. Traditional skills like poetry, weaving, Ayurveda, and yoga can be taught as a part of vocational programs. This not only preserves cultural heritage but also promotes self-reliance and entrepreneurship.
That's true, Arpit. I would also like to talk about the role of ethics and values. NEP aims to the education value based and IKS offers numerous lessons in ethics. Concept like dharma which means duty, satya which means truth and seva which means service, stories from the Panchtantra and Mahabharata can teach critical life lessons.
Great point, which are expressed by my friends and which explain our new Indian education policy and how it can contribute to our new education policy. Now we will focus on the what are the challenges which arise during implementation of IKS to NEP 2020.
In my views, lack of trained teachers. Many teachers are unfamiliar with the Indian knowledge system, limiting their ability to effectively teach these subjects. Traditional knowledge often requires specialized training, which is currently lacking in mainstream teacher education programs.
Yes, I completely agree with you, Priya. I would like to add upon one more challenge, which is even standardization of content. Indian knowledge systems are vast and diverse, which is ranging from regional traditions to the classical textures.
Absolutely true. There is also a concern which is related to perception of IKS as outdated. A common misconception is that IKS is irrelevant in modern times, often overshadowed by Western frameworks. This perception can create resistance among educators, students, and policymakers.
Yes, all the points raised by you friends are absolutely correct. But I want to draw the attention to the language barriers. As we know that Indian knowledge system is recorded in many ancient languages like Sanskrit, Pali and Tamil. So which many educators don't understand and many students are unable to understand. So this will create the accessibility issues in among them.
With you, Ravi, my friend. This is one more challenge which is fragmented and vast knowledge base. Indian knowledge system is diverse, encompassing fields like Ayurveda, Yoga, Vedic mathematics, and classical arts. The vastness and fragmented nature of IKS make it difficult to create and integrate into the standardized education framework.
Absolutely correct points. The valid concern which are raised here, but I believe every problem has its own solution, and I believe we will find out the solution. In your opinions, what are the possible solution which are given by you?
In my view, by teacher training and capacity building, introduce dedicated training programs for teachers on Indian knowledge systems, collaborate with traditional knowledge experts and academicians to train educators, establish centers for excellence in IKS at universities to provide advanced training and research opportunities.
Yes, my friend, you are right. Even I would like to add upon one more solution, which is standardization and curricular development. From experts committees to curate IKS content suitable for different education levels. Second, develop guidelines for integrating IKS into existing curricula while maintaining flexibility of regional diversity.
Absolutely true. One suggestion which I have awareness campaign. Launch awareness initiative to highlight the relevance and benefits of Indian knowledge system in addressing modern challenges like sustainability and holistic health. Second is use case studies and success stories to demonstrate how Indian knowledge system complements modern education.
Yes, I agree with all the suggestions and add one more, which is multilingual and digital access. Translate ancient text and research materials into regional and global languages. Develop simplified and modernized interpretations of complex concepts and make them more accessible.
Absolutely correct and valid suggestions expressed by my friends. But in my opinion, one more solution which is comprehensive documentation and digitalization. First one, digitalize ancient manuscripts, texts, and oral traditions to make IKS more accessible to educators, researchers, and students. Second one is establishing centralized repositories for curated IKS content categorized by disciplines and aligned with NEP's 2020's multidisciplinary approach.
Excellent points, my friends, and then points which are expressed by you can definitely resolve the challenges. And now we are going to end our group discussion. Before going to end our discussion, I would like to give some examples which can show that how IKS contributed to the NEP 2020.
Yes, Anup, there are many examples. I would like to draw your attention to the one of the examples that was Nalanda University. Revival of the Nalanda University has demonstrated how ancient knowledge system can coexist with modern frameworks.
Look, now these days, the introduction of yoga in schools globally as a part of physical education is a testament to the universal applicability of IKS.
Yes, true even. Institutes like IITs have started course on Vedic mathematics and Sanskrit computing, branding tradition and technology.
Fantastic examples. Let's summarize what we have discussed right now. We have discussed what actually IKS, We have discussed what is Indian new education policy, what are the goals of new education policies, and how IKS can contribute to NEP goals. And in conclusion, I can say that it was a fantastic group discussion, and it is evident that Indian knowledge system can contribute to new education policy, and we can make a powerful education policy. Thank you everyone for your valuable contribution. We can create education policy that rooted with Indian tradition and future ready.